And we are back. So now, while we are waiting for the release of the Black Wall, I'll still stick with the name. We might as well walk. Oh, come on. Oh my god, seriously? Ooh, that's actually like that, eh? Well, with that being the case, I'll stick with that party for the time being then. Not exactly sure if that will be like a long story or not, but let's try do her thing in one sitting. Ah, already?
It's just as I remember it.
So you've seen it before?
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
The hero Ferelden and I came here after the Blight to visit Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
It's too quiet.
I didn't expect it to be so deserted. It makes me uneasy.
Exactly.
It's a small village and it's too early for the chant. I'm sure the sisters are somewhere.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Valrayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
Well, you'll pay penitence for that.
You owe me 20 readings of the Canticle of Trials for that insult.
He doesn't mean it. Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch.
All around.
Lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Okay. Now it's a matter of finding hidden mechanisms.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes. Spectacular, isn't it?
What was that?
Looks like we opened something.
All right. So, little cute box here.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Well played.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Grand Cleric Victory?
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
So what were your plans though?
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Well, we can't let her go now though.
If we let her go, she'll just run off to her cleric, won't she?
Likely.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
What's the point to kill someone over the religion?
Release her, Leliana. She's no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Hidden bottom?
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
So what she said in the Fade?
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Stop torturing yourself over it.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Yeah, it's not just that. You know, actually, like, I have gotten the message from the Hero Ferelden, and one of the parts where, like, at the very end, Leliana is my dearest sin, but if you see her trifling, let's her guide on the right path. Let me actually see it. Letters and notes. Yeah, here it is. The from the Ferelden. Justinia, but I know her terribly. While she waits and her skills are amazing, Leliana's greatest strength lies in her face, and have Justinia strikes her. So I beg you, if she is faltering, help her find her way back into the light. So I am doing this for the Mira the Mage as well. So now with that in mind, let's go back to Leliana and see what this is all about. Thankfully, it is right next to her. My only wish still is that Fastral was right next to the.
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Leliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
Well, new friends. What do you know?
I love making new friends, don't you?
It was a gamble, Inquisitor, but it paid off. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
Are you angry with her?
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
But are you quitting then because of that?
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
Well, she still did end well in the end.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before spy master, left hand or bard. I almost lost myself.
I'm actually feeling proud now about it, honestly. That I helped the hero of Ferelden to keep Leliana on the path. Oh, level 24, and I actually know exactly where it will go. It will go in this. Critical hit steer through armor sundering for a short time, and since my criticals are like 2/3 of the time, that would be a huge boost. Alright, so now with that little part dealt, let's actually get the reward in terms of releasing the black wall. Yeah, it actually might look like it might be short. Was brought to the sky, hold gates under cover of darkness. Best not to ask how. Then I won't. Oh, and I actually will be the judge of it. So let's do this then.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
So what, no gratitude?
Not even a word of thanks, I see.
I don't know if I can thank you. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Well, I had no choice on this matter.
wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
I'm gonna keep him with me on that.
You're in the Inquisition's debt, and you will be what the Inquisition requires. We benefit from the appearance of having a warden on our side, and so you will remain Blackwall. You will say nothing of Rainier, and neither will we.
So I am to live the lie until you release me from it.
Don't blame me.
It's not my lie. It's yours.
Of course. I have my orders. With your leave, Inquisitor.
You know, I do feel bad for that, but come on. What else you seriously expected me to just leave him after all the gear I provided him with? Yeah, see? You wanted me to just... Not being ridiculous. Now we need to take care of the consequences of that. I wonder what that might be. So what does that mean? Step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens give us more authority than ever to use the treaties.
All right.
Well, seriously, if that's what it takes to keep you with me, I'll go to these extents. Alright, so now the last thing that's left for me to do is go to the hinterlands and do the Valamar. My Varric, Cassandra, and let's go with Solace. Well, I think that might actually be much quicker, since I believe I have already cleared this entire thing. So yeah, after that, that will be pretty much it for my session. I wish it was a bit longer, but nevertheless, I have a mixed feelings.
I've news, sir.
No,
I don't have time.
no,
Yes.
no news for me. If I remember correctly, it's that away. Fine. Percy, I need your help. Well, quite a way to counterbalance my decisions, I'll put it this way. First you make me feel good for the decisions I've made, and now I'm starting feeling bad for those. Well, let's see what's hiding in there, though. It shouldn't be that much of a hassle in here. Should have been empty by now.
Finally. Started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait,
So
so
guys need
let's
to
make this
scratch?
quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
So why should they be protected though?
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
So pretty much uranium. So you know what it does?
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
Fair enough. And how did you find the place?
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of deep roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
Well, I hope you know how to fight.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
Alright, so it is on the second layer. Well, still cannot believe there still exists. Well, at least they are quite a low level.
One down.
Probably I should not even get distracted over something like that.
This is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Now I don't remember where it is. Sorry about that, everyone. Ah, there it is. Darkspawn 2, eh? Quite a weird combination.
We should seal the tunnel before more... Spawn, join us.
You had me worried, you know.
What should I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
How is what's his name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen.
Ah, sorry, I didn't know it was like
I
this.
built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
So you build doors here?
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Varric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Well, you were waiting to do that.
Admitted, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
What happened?
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Alright, let's just try looting as much as we can from this lower level parts. Ah, whenever we're here though. Enforcer. Makes no difference for me. No, you don't.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to listen in to the conversations. That's why I'm not talking much. And at this point, I'm done collecting the junk. Honestly.
There you are. You won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
Varric?
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the Red Lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to know how this stuff works just as much as I do. I just wanted to figure it out.
You're still not saying everything, though.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
You know this person, though?
That name means something to you, Varric.
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
So why did you come with us, though?
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Well, you put this on us, though.
You told Varric you had a lead, so we'd straighten out your mistake.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself? Telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Get the room, you two.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Yeah, like that would happen. Well, all that's left for us to do is just get out and talk to Varric about it. Seriously, such a weird balance between good decisions and not so good ones. Seriously. Thankfully this cave is not that big. I don't know why, but I simply was hopeful that it would be a brand new cave, something that was not available for us before, if you know what I mean. But then again, did I use this get a room you two in the wrong sense? Alright. Let's get back and let's vent it over, shall we? Well, at least we have charged ourselves all the way back.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Well, talk your way out of it.
You managed to talk your way out of most things.
That's what I do, isn't it? If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now, pretending none of this was happening.
No, you won't.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Well then, everyone. It looks like we have pretty much done all the talking. The quest
There
at
you
least.
are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
Yeah, that would be bad.
We couldn't have
I
that,
think.
could we?
Okay, what's going on?
Look who showed up, everybody.
Oh.
Deal him in, would you, Ruffles?
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in.
Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
I'll see that bet.
I'm in, and raising another silver.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting we're bluffing.
You are bluffing.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
Now it's job
He
time.
did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us!
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I got a story a bit, I think.
I've got one for you. The clan decided to camp near this ruined fortress, right on the edge of the Tirashan. Dark as the bottom of a well. The keeper swore up and down it was safe, but some of the hunters started hearing noises in the middle of the night. They ran out of there, fast as you think, bare asses shining in the moonlight. The whole way back to their village.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
Deal me in too.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Don't say
Oops.
a word, dwarf.
Oh, I'm still at least have a closes
I
on me.
tried to warn you, Curly.
You won the whole pot. I knew you could do it, my love.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do. It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Well, looks like I won.
I'm glad you
Oh,
decided
dear.
to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
You're mistaking me for me. How much did you have to drink?
It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
Sure.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Okay, that's not what exactly I was
Who's that?
expecting.
Did I win?
Oh. Okay, so
I can spare some time. What do you need?
wanna tell me about Bianca?
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
Ooh. You know what?
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
Yeah, I might wanna talk with him about it a bit later. Let me actually talk with Josephine that it was a while.
It's good to see you.
Oh, let's talk about us.
Let's
Let's
speak later.
not.
Another time. Yes?
Personal questions. What's your family like? Did I
Tell me
really
about the
ask her?
Montiliers.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
So why are you arranging it?
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estates to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
So then, what goes? What do the heads do?
What do these Antivan heads of the household do if they don't run it?
They work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist. It's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
Well, that must require a compromise, I
I
bet.
imagine there must be give and take between a family heir and their parents.
There is a fair amount of arbitration. Bickering, if one is less polite. But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
Well, you do sound determined on
Is
it.
running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familial duty. Taxing, as those duties can sometimes be.
Well, maybe your family can help.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. Put Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
And where did you grow up?
Where
Well,
were
I
you
know in
raised,
Antigua.
Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Val Royaux. But I bawled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
Well, that's too funny though.
Did they have to pry your fingers off the doorframe as well?
Admittedly, I may have been a trifle sheltered, but my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
So, what was the school like then?
What did you learn at this finishing school in Valroyo?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette.
No
I
wonder.
still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
So what do you think of Orlais then?
How did the younger you like Valroyo when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Valroyo to me. So beautifully foreign. I gaped at its spires for months.
So none of this in Antiva?
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Valroyo?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Seheran, the Anderfells, whatever lies past the Amarantine Ocean.
Oh, and Antiva? Who's in charge?
Who rules Antiva?
Officially, the Principality of Antiva is governed by His Majesty King Fugelno II. In reality, Antiva's merchant princes rule the country in everything but name. Quite loudly, I might add.
So is the first-hand experience then?
What sort of dealings did you have with these merchant families?
As ambassador, I attended Privy Council meetings in a mediatory capacity. May I just say, one has never heard an argument until they've sat in on 15 princes howling down each other's tariff suggestions.
Well, that doesn't sound dull at least.
If you must deal with legislation, at least it's lively.
It's all a part of life in Antiva. Our traditions value passion and romance. A certain exuberance of style.
Well, you're not very exuberant though.
Are you positive you're Antivan?
I can be most exuberant when it's called for. Just at the right moments, and in a proper fashion. Might we speak of something else?
So what's in living
What's
in
the
Antiva
land
though?
like in Antiva?
The settled areas are quite lush. The vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Antiva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
So you spend time there?
I have difficulty seeing you wandering around a trading port.
Everyone in Antiva City spends time by the ships, my lord. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfronts never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather. Oh, and the theater. If we're ever in Antiva City, I must take you there one day.
Are there the private booths though?
I suppose you could get us a pair of secluded seats, far from prying eyes.
You'll keep your mind on the show, I should hope. At least until the curtain falls.
You bet.
Speak later.
Another time.
Well, that was definitely an interesting experience. But I bet this was like pretty much some kind of like, you know, the conclusion when you solved everyone's troubles. Well, at least that's how I see it.
Leliana gave me the note that the hero of Ferelden included for me. She may even have left it sealed. A pity. You would have learned things that could make even an Orlesian blush. Now, was there anything else?
No,
I'll
very
leave
good.
you to the garden.
As you like.
Well, if that's the case, I think it would be quite a good place to stop for this session. So once again, we have dealt with the remainder of our companions' problems, and because of that, there is, once again, the only thing that's left for us to do is continue with the main story, which will we do next time. And next time, once again, I want to confirm that I have nothing else to talk with everyone. So, with that in mind, everyone, I will see you next time with the continuation of the main quest. Bye!